Hi, Lady Maroons. I hope that your summer is off to a great start so far. I hope that you are able to rest and recharge those batteries because it's much deserved. I hope that you are celebrating the fact that you survived such a chaotic, crazy year despite the odds being stacked against you. First of all, I want to say that I was really hoping to have this final team meeting together at our end of season awards ceremony, but unfortunately, with our season stretching into summertime and vacations, work schedules, and life, that's just not possible. But I wanted you to be able to see my face and to hear my end of season speech from me directly and in person. So thanks to technology, this is the best that I could get. And I want you to know that I have some things to tell you, and I want you to hear them straight from me because I respect you all and I love you all, and I want you to hear them from my own mouth instead of through the grapevine. When I began coaching the Lady Maroons 8 years ago, I was desperately seeking a connection outside of my classroom. Coaching has always been one of my life's passions, and I wanted to be able to see my students and my athletes continue to learn and grow and change. I love seeing you all set big goals and shatter them and surprise us all along the way. The energy, kindness, and enthusiasm that you all exude is such a blessing in my life. You inspire me every single day. When I began coaching the Lady Maroons 8 seasons ago, we barely scored any points at invitationals. We were clueless, but we were having fun and making memories. We were only dreaming of being in the kinds of shoes and having the type of successful season that you all had this year. But also when I began coaching, Crosby and Quinn were 1 and 2 years old. They have grown up in the weight room and around the track. They consider you all to be family and love you dearly. And I thank you for loving them in return. When I began coaching, I told myself that when the day came that my coaching was taking priority over Crosby and Quinn's interests and hobbies, that I would walk away. I only get one shot to watch my babies grow up, and I never, ever want to regret missing the things that I should be there for as a mom. As you can tell, this is an incredibly bittersweet time for me. It's not been an easy decision for me, but the time has come for me to walk away. I knew going into this season that this was rapidly approaching, and I considered telling you all, but I wanted you to be able to cherish every single moment that we had together. So many opportunities and normalcies in life have been taken from you and your classmates over the last couple of years that I wanted you all to be able to experience joy and normalcy. I hoped and prayed that this season would be one that was filled with joy and memory making and smiles and love. Love for your team, your sport, your school, yourself, because that's what track and field has done in my life. It has taught me that life is so much more than I could ever dream of, that the bad days make the good days even better and more powerful, that I'm capable of so much more than I ever imagined if only I have the guts to dream and try and work hard. I wanted you all to experience what Lady Maroons track and field has been like for me, and that has been amazing. Every time I think about telling you all sooner while we were all still together, it just never seemed right, because I'd look around and you guys were just so full of joy. You're karaokeing and just celebrating all the accomplishments that you dreamed of but didn't really know would be possible. While it breaks my heart to walk away from coaching right now, the future is about you. I knew that this day would inevitably come. I prayed that God would guide me and that He'd give me peace about this decision. There's never been a day in my life that He has ever let me down, and He most certainly has not in this situation. I find it really comforting and ironic that one of the biggest strengths that we had in this crazy, chaotic season was the sheer number of athletes on our roster and our relays. When other teams struggled to fill events, you girls always showed up with a determined attitude and grit. And I know that you will continue to do the same as the years pass in your Lady Maroons track and field career. I could not have picked a better group to hand the reins over to. You are some of the hardest working, most amazing young ladies I've ever met. You will continue to lead the Lady Maroons with dignity, courage, and grace. And although I won't be around anymore in official capacity, I will always be there for you. My door will always be open. I am always just a phone call or a text away. I want to hear about how you're doing, the good and the bad. I'll be cheering for you loudly, like always, down the home stretch. Probably still have my stopwatch out, keeping times, and I'll always be praying for you. I'll be praying for you in the easy times and the tough times. Thank you for showing me that change can be exciting and that the future can be better than I ever imagined. Thank you for making my final season one that was full of joy and something that I will never, ever, ever forget. I hope that you always remember, once a Lady Maroon, always a Lady Maroon, and that I love you very much. I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'm thankful to have had the opportunity to be your coach.